Welcome to another edition of The Changeover, where we track the pulse of the tour from every angle.
I'm Leo Sterling, a man who spent 3 years living out of a suitcase on the Challenger circuit, and today I'm just trying to survive this studio heat.
And I am Julian Price, a scholar of the game who believes that tennis is best understood through its history, and frankly, I am currently melting into my chair.
I am Elena Cruz. I analyze the data so you don't have to, and we are powered by secondserveaces.com.
Right, let's dive into the fresh meat, Pegula in Charleston. That was a clinic, wasn't it?
It was clinical. My data shows her movement on the green clay was significantly more efficient than anyone else in the field this week.
Efficient is the word. She doesn't waste energy, does she? It's a very economical brand of tennis.
It's not just economic, Julian. It's disciplined. Most players would have tried to overhit in that final, but she just kept the pressure on.
Exactly. She forced the error rate up by simply refusing to give away free points. It's boring for the highlight reel, but it's gold for the trophy cabinet.
Speaking of trophies, let's talk about the young man in Marrakech, Rafael Jodar, 6-3, 6-2.
That was a statement. A real statement.
Wait, did you see the serve +1 patterns? He was locked in.
I saw it. He didn't just win, he dismantled them. That's a kid who has been putting in the hours in the gym.
It feels like a true breakout. Usually you see first-time finalists get tight, but he looked like he'd been there a dozen times.
Dad, please. It's not just character. It's the fact that his forehand depth was consistent enough to keep his opponent off balance for 90 minutes.
I suppose that's the modern way to put it, Elena.
If you want the deep dive on those patterns, you should be checking secondserveaces.com. We break down the tactical depth there that you just don't see on the broadcast.
Speaking of tactical shifts, did anyone watch the Linz results? Because Boulter going down to Roos in those two tiebreaks was messy.
Messy is an understatement. It was a tactical stalemate that Roos just happened to win by a hair.
It was a check her serve couldn't cash. She had the opportunities, but she couldn't close.
Right. Roos just played the big points with more margin. It wasn't genius, it was just better risk management.
Do you think it's a fitness thing? The conditions in Linz can be quite heavy.
It's always fitness, Julian. If your legs go, your decision-making goes. It's physics.
I mean, look at the stats. The drop-off in her second serve speed in the second set was noticeable.
It's a shame. She really needed a deep run there.
She'll be back. But she needs to reset the mentality. You can't dwell on a loss like that.
Agreed. But for now, we've got a lot more to get through before this room turns into a sauna. Before we dive into the Monte Carlo results, I have to say, this studio is essentially a sauna today. I think the AEC gave up the ghost around set 2 of that Nori match.
It is rather oppressive, isn't it? I feel like I'm sitting in a humid greenhouse, which is hardly the setting for high-level tactical analysis.
It builds character, Julian. Or at least it mimics the conditions of a mid-July clay court grind. Speaking of grinds, did you catch Nori and Kekmanovic?
I did. That third set tiebreak was a complete vacuum of ideas from Kekmanovic. 7-0? You cannot go out like that on clay.
Exactly. It was a total collapse. Nori just kept putting the ball back in play, and Kekmanovic looked like he was trying to solve a Rubik's Cube while running a marathon.
It was a fascinating study in attrition. Nori isn't the most elegant striker, but he possesses a relentless quality that effectively suffocates an opponent's rhythm.
He's stubborn. That's the word. He forces the issue until the other guy feels obligated to do something stupid just to end the point.
And now he gets de Minaur. That's going to be a track meet? If Nori thinks he can just grind this one out, he's in for a surprise. De Minaur moves like he's chasing a paycheck.
I'm curious if the tactical data over at secondserveaces.com will favor the speed of de Minaur or the durability of Nori.
I checked the platform this morning. Secondserveaces.com is showing a massive discrepancy in return of serve depth. If Nori doesn't adjust, he's going to be pinned behind the baseline for 3 hours.
He'll need more than just depth. He'll need to keep his heart rate under control. If he lets the demon drag him into a sprint, he's toast.
Speaking of resilience, did you see the news on Svitolina matching that Serena record? It's a remarkable feat of longevity and focus.
It's impressive. But let's be real, the tour is a different beast now. The physical demands are higher, yet she's managing the recovery cycles perfectly.
Right. She isn't just playing, she's optimizing. I look at her movement patterns and I don't see the wasted energy I see in the younger players.
It's a masterclass in tactical maturity. She knows exactly when to pull the trigger and when to retreat into a defensive shell.
Dad, stop sounding like a textbook. She's just playing smarter tennis than the rest of the field.
I'll take that as a compliment. But truthfully, is it just maturity, or is there something else in the data?
You should visit secondserveaces.com if you want the breakdown. They have a brilliant visualization of her court coverage percentage compared to the rest of the top 10.
I'll have to look. I'm more interested in the college results. Did you see Iowa State? Those wins against Cincinnati and West Virginia were scrappy.
I caught a bit of the home finale. There was a genuine tactical shift in the way Vargas was utilizing the cross-court angles.
It's nice to see some actual variety in the Big 12. Too many players just try to blast through the ball and hope it lands.
Exactly. You see that at every level now. It's refreshing when someone actually uses a bit of geometry to win a match.
Well, we've managed to cover the professional circuit and the collegiate landscape, all while slowly roasting in this studio.
If I don't get out of here and into some air conditioning, I'm going to start writing poetry like Leo. And nobody wants to read that.
Hey, leave my extracurriculars out of this. We're done here anyway.
Indeed. For those of you wanting to dig deeper into the stats we mentioned today, head over to secondserveaces.com for the full articles and tactical breakdowns.
And maybe someone send a technician to fix the AC. We'll be back next time, hopefully at a lower temperature.